Hello everyone, welcome to my review on Surfshark. Now, there has been quite a few updates lately, and so I wanted to make sure that I make this updated review to see if Surfshark still holds up in terms of privacy policy, performance, streaming, torrenting capabilities, and of course, the security features and how they can be useful to you depending on you and your situation. And of course, if at any point you'd like to go straight to the links for pricing, you'll find all the links you need in the description below, including some discounts to help you save some more money. All right, so first of all, let's take a look at Surfshark's privacy policy. They do state that they collect diagnostic information, aggregated performance data, and other relevant information. Now, I wouldn't exactly call this a strict no logs policy, but fortunately, they've never been breached and no user information has ever been leaked. So, they do have quite a clean track record in terms of keeping the information they collect private. Now, Surfshark had one independent audit in November 2018. An audit firm called Cure 53 tested Surfshark's browser extensions. And another audit by the same firm was conducted on May 22nd of 2021. When Surfshark ran a server infrastructure audit, both audits resulted in great standing without any major flaws. Cure 53 concluded that the tested application and servers made for a good impression. Besides, the vulnerabilities that were found were rated with low severity and were appropriately dealt with by the Surfshark team. Also, as of July 2020, Surfshark began to operate on a completely diskless, RAM-only server network, which is a big improvement for security and privacy. What that means is that data is erased with every machine reboot. So there's no physical drive in which data is stored. Surfshark is also headquartered in the British Virgin Islands, which is outside the 5.9 and 14I jurisdiction. So overall, it's safe to say that Surfshark is doing very well in the privacy policy department. Not as well as some of the other providers with more strict privacy policies, but definitely solid enough to earn the people's trust. And Surfshark seems to be on the right track to building up that trust. Now, speed-wise, this is where Surfshark is actually doing quite a bit well. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that speed tests, they will vary depending on your connection speed, internet service provider, and other servers you're connecting to. So generally speaking, any decrease in speed between 10 and 20% is considered excellent. And anything between 20 and 40% is still good, especially if your base speed is already really fast. And during my tests, specifically using the WireGuard protocol, which is the best performing one, I noticed that the speed drops were not dropping below the 30 to 40% threshold on international servers, and between 10 and 25% with nearby servers, which is admittingly not as fast as some other premium VPNs, but considering the asking price for Surfshark, I think we can excuse it for occasionally being slower than the best performing VPNs. But don't misunderstand me. Surfshark is still one of the fastest VPNs in the industry, so it's definitely no slouch, meaning that you won't experience any buffering when streaming in full HD or 4K, assuming that your speed is fast enough to handle high quality streaming in the first place. Now, speaking of streaming, Surfshark works very well in that regard. Surfshark can reliably unblock over 10 popular Netflix libraries with no problems. Other libraries include 2 Amazon Prime libraries, BBC iPlayer, Hulu, HBO Max, and Disney+. However, rarely so, you might find yourself having to switch servers here and there if it doesn't work on your first try. So keep that in mind if you ever see your streaming client giving you an error. Just try another server and you're good to go. Plus, if you're using the WireGuard protocol, you'll be getting very dependable speeds that won't put you through any buffering during your streaming sessions. As for torrenting, most of Surfshark's servers fully support P2P activity without limitations. Another feature that users can utilize when torrenting is bypasser, which is pretty much split tunneling, which that will allow users to single out whichever applications is selected, in which only chosen applications will be driven through the VPN tunnel, while your other internet traffic is channeled through your standard connection, or the other way around if you prefer. Now, security-wise, Surfshark uses the standard top-grade AES 256-bit encryption with a handful of protocols which include OpenVPN, Ike v2, and WireGuard. Surfshark also supports perfect forward secrecy, which refers to an encryption system that changes the keys used to encrypt and decrypt information frequently and automatically. Surfshark also supports DNS and WebRTC leak blocking. So, of course, there were no leaks on the extended test that I made on the DNS leak test. In addition to a VPN kill switch, which severs your internet should the VPN connection be disconnected unexpectedly, and bypasser, or split tunneling, which I mentioned earlier on how it allows users to select which applications go through the VPN tunnel. Now, this feature is not available for Mac users, though, so keep that in mind. More features include No Borders mode, which will help users bypass firewalls in censorship-heavy countries like China, and a recently added feature to complement No Borders mode is rotating IP, which automatically rotates your IP address while your VPN location stays the same, which can help cover up your tracks, especially in restrictive countries. Finally, a couple of specialty server options include static IP, which will give you access to static IP servers rather than the regular dynamic IP servers, and multi-hop, which is also known as double VPN, which will route your connection through two servers instead of just one for double the encryption. But at the cost of reducing speed, you get a bonus ad blocking feature that doesn't really manage to do as well as independent ad blocker software, but it still has a block pop-ups here and there, so you've got nothing to lose by keeping it on. Now, one of the main selling points of Surfshark is giving users the ability to secure an unlimited number of simultaneous connections per subscription. So it's a great option for big households, or if you don't want to purchase a special router to secure your entire network. Now, in terms of server variety, Surfshark enjoys a fairly large network of over 3,200 servers in 65 countries, which isn't the largest, but it's spread out enough to give you multiple options regardless of your location. And a nifty little detail about the user interface of Surfshark that I'd like to point out is that the servers list, where you'll notice that small V that you'll see some servers are marked with, which refers to virtual servers. Virtual servers are VPN servers that are not at the location they claim to be. When connected to a virtual server, you could be virtually connected to one country while being physically connected to another. This allows Surfshark to cover more locations around the globe. The downside of virtual locations is response time, since the server location might not be where you'd expect it. However, they may actually have better speeds than you'd get from a server that's physically there. That's because the virtual server may be physically located in a country with a better internet infrastructure than if it had been in the real country. So, nice little feature. Also, the little circle that you see on the location tab will show you the latency of each server when clicked, which can be pretty handy for the gamers out there that want to find out which server offers the best ping. And yes, Surfshark works absolutely great with gaming. But for the best ping results, just make sure that the VPN server location you're connected to is close as it can be to your game's server. but overall these little details add some nuances to the user-friendly interface of Surfshark, and I really appreciate that. In addition, a convenient night mode option is also available. Saves on your eyes. Compatibility-wise, Surfshark operates on many devices, including smart TVs, iOS, Android, Linux, Mac, Windows, streaming devices, and so many more. Google Chrome and Firefox extensions are also available. But besides that, I think Surfshark is a great service for the average user overall, especially considering that they're one of the few VPNs that never got caught up in a scandal or controversy. The 2-year plan is well worth it, and it's an incredible deal. Currently, you can get Surfshark for as little as $250 per month. And I don't know of a better VPN you can get at that price. And again, if you're interested in Surfshark, I'll be sure to put a link with some special deals and discounts in the description area below so that you can click on that and save even some more money if you happen to pick Surfshark. And as you would expect from a premium VPN, they do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all their plans in case you no longer like to continue with the service during the first month. Also, it's worth mentioning that the live chat support of Surfshark is exceptionally friendly. The agents that I spoke to did their job wonderfully. They were able to handle technical questions, and when the questions got too technical, they would get others on the line to help out. So the customer service is certainly top tier. So, do I recommend Surfshark? Absolutely. If you're looking for the cheapest long-term plan and want a VPN that always gets the job done, is completely safe for torrenting, is easy to use and lets you watch many Netflix libraries and streaming services consistently without hassle, as well as giving you the freedom to secure as many devices as you'd like with one subscription, Surfshark is definitely worth getting. It's become an industry staple in the VPN market, and for good reason. So that'll be it for this video. If you enjoyed this review or found it helpful, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date on everything VPNs. And feel free to ask anything you'd like in the comments, and I'd be happy to answer as many of the questions as I can. Also, let me know what you think Surfshark could add to the table. Do you think there's anything that would make Surfshark a more attractive deal than it already is? Let me know in the comments. Besides that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.